This is a pretty interesting looking product. This is an AMD Fusion product and it is powered by Gigabyte. So this is the E350N-USB3. It features 333 onboard acceleration, which we'll talk about a little bit more on the back, a 3-year warranty in the US and Canada, as well as Windows 7 support, which it darn well better support Windows 7 in this day and age. It has Ultra Durable 3, which features a double thickness copper PCB. And let's move along to the back where we're going to discover some more stuff. So USB 3, yeah, that's fast. Okay, SATA 3, 6 gigabit per second, also fast. USB 3X power, this is a neat feature in addition to their on-off charge feature. So you can charge your devices up to 40% faster while the computer is on or off. And the 3X USB power boost also allows you to run triple the number of USB devices per port that you would be able to off a regular USB port. Aha, ultra performance. So we have an APU, an AMD dual-core E350 processor with discrete graphics from the HD 6310 chipset. I could call it a chipset, but it's not because it's all one unit. So this is DirectX 11 graphics and a dual-core processor all in one. We've got dual BIOS support with up to 3 terabyte plus hard drive support, which is a good feature to have on a modern motherboard. Let's see what we got inside. So we got a user's manual. Okay, inside the user's manual, we'll probably find the usual stuff, including a block diagram. Here we've got the APU at the center of things, powering anything memory or PCI Express bus or, well, okay, PCI Express bus is powered off that, as well as our outputs in terms of video. So there you go. And then we've got the AMD Hudson M1 FCH powering everything else. So that's your SATA, your LAN, your USB, PS2 even, all that good stuff. Next we have the board itself, but we're not going to look at that just yet. Let's have a look at what other accessories we have in the cleverly packaged Gigabyte box here. So we have an I/O shield, handily color-coded for your convenience, and I sure wish my camera would focus. Come on, focus, focus. There you go. Now you can even read all that stuff. Look at that. Okay, next we have 2 SATA cables, one right angle, one not right angle. We have a Dolby Home Theater sticker, and then a multilingual installation guidebook with a AMD Fusion utility DVD. So download the latest. There's your chipset, serial ATA, network, audio drivers, Adobe Acrobat Reader, just in case you don't have an internet connection or you don't know how to download Adobe Reader. Okay, let's go ahead and put that stuff back in there, and put that back in there, and let's get to the board, because that's the part I think we're all interested in. So this is a Fusion board, which is very new and very exciting. It has an APU, which is both a CPU and a GPU rolled into one, and the tape is incredibly oh, the tape is a lot longer than I had originally thought, so it goes all the way up here. Why don't we just, wow, that's some stubborn tape, so we'll just take that off. There you go. Alright, comes in an anti-static bag that looks like the right size for a graphics card, certainly not the right size for this motherboard. A little on the big side, that's okay, we'll let it slide this time. So let's orient this right side up. Here we go. So we have our CPU, APU, GPU thing here in the middle under this. We've also got our I/O control center. Okay, so that's the Hudson M1 that is also under this heatsink, which is cooled by a single 40 millimeter fan. 40 yeah, about 40 millimeter. Okay, we've got, in terms of layout, we've got our 4-pin connector in its, I suppose, ideal location at the top left. We've got dual channel DDR3, so this supports DDR3 up to 1066, if I recall correctly, but I didn't see any mention of that on the outside of the box. I mean, this is not meant to be a performance platform, so you're not going to be running like DDR3 2000 RAM in it. It would be kind of pointless. So here we have our front panel connectors right here. We've got our 24-pin power connector here. And at the bottom, we will find a PCI Express 16X physical connector, but actually this is only wired for 4X electrical. You can see the pins. If I can get it to focus adequately, yeah, you can see the pins in the socket. So it doesn't go all the way up to 8X or 16X, it only goes to 4X. We've got our front audio header right there, and then we've also got front USB 1, front USB 2. Both of those are USB 2.0, I'm just numbering them. Here's our SATA 3 6 gigabit per second connectors, so those are full speed, SATA 6 gigabit per second, so you got full support for the latest SSDs and all that kind of good technology. Hard drives up to 3 terabytes. Okay, on the back, we find 4 USB 2.0 ports, 2 USB 3.0 ports, a PS2 keyboard mouse combo port, whichever you prefer to plug in, VGA, DVI, and HDMI outputs, optical audio out, glad to see this even though we do have HDMI, Gigabit Ethernet, and 7.1 audio. Hey, look at that, Gigabyte's using screws on the back of the board. It's a nice touch, I appreciate that. It's more secure than push pins, especially when it's kind of a full coverage sort of solution where you're actually cooling 2 separate chips under there. You want to make sure it's making good contact, then use screws. Good strategy. All right, thanks for checking out my unboxing of the GA-E350N USB 3. Don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips for more unboxings, reviews, and other computer videos.